What's up, champions fam? It's the bad guy, a WWE champion, Zeke 4-0, back with a brand new video and the final Flash feud of this Flash feud weekend is about to go live, y'all. It has been an amazing weekend for yours truly with the Never Say Die tour, let alone a lot of the moves I was able to make for the roster. I was finally able to acquire the blue TP needed and necessary to take up modern era technician Julius Creed to 6-star bronze, as well as taking up Mae Young Unbreakable to 6-star bronze for the feud line bonuses. I was truly ecstatic because I was able to acquire not only the TP, but the tokens needed to make both moves this weekend, thanks to the War Score milestone rewards. So, 2 new techs at 6-star. It was truly a blessing. We're going to have to recoup. I'm not even going to lie to y'all. The upcoming feud prep talent up that I will be doing for September's MLC, if it truly is all about the new and improved Bloodline 2.0. Shout out to the broski, Jacob Fatu, modern era acrobat, if correct. It's going to be short, sweet, and brief and right to the point. It'll probably be my shortest feud prep talent up of a video ever, because of the simple fact that I'm literally just going to be using my coins. I'm going to be pumping and dumping my coins into the last 4 characters that I need to take up so I can get to League 24 sooner rather than later. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Literally, it's going to be an easy clap for me. I just need to take up a few. There's a couple left, and then I will be able to hit that milestone. And then all that will be left is to put levels into characters so then they can be maxed out, and then we can keep on rocking and rolling. But this feud setup, this Flash feud, has been absolutely amazing. I've had great W's when it pertains to the husbando side of things, as well as the waifu side. My most tedious part of this feud had to be, hands down, definitely running a Bailey. I could have easily gone with Modern Era Acrobat Bailey or Modern Era Tech Bailey, but I opted to get familiarized with Damage Control Bailey. I watched some videos, I tried to figure out the build that I wanted, and that was the most tedious part. Nonetheless, I do have a newfound respect for her, and I do enjoy Bailey a lot. I do have a feeling, even though she's no longer champion, just like how I'm pretty confident we will get a Queen Nia Jax in the game, I am confident that we will get another Bailey. Now, when it comes to women in the game of WWE champions, I'm not too sure if there's a particular waifu that draws money similar to how the husbandos do it. And that's just the God honest truth. That's not a slight. That is not a slight at anybody in the slightest. It's literally just me being honest. When you look at waifus, there are certain names that might get a pop, but ones that will carry a MLC, that's completely different. So I mean Trish Stratus definitely showed out. People went all in for Trish. There's definitely that, and I am really grateful that a legend like herself was able to do it. I do also recall when Lita, modern era Showboat Lita, was a chase. I remember that she was able to get people to go all in as well when it pertained to going after her. Charlotte also seems to be a waifu that can do it. Bailey, Becky Lynch, those seem to be the characters that can bring people out. I would love to see them do another China. That would be great. Stacy Keibler does turn heads and does draw attention as well. But there are a lot of great waifus now coming into the game that are in the WWE now that could easily flood the market, so to speak, especially if you start getting NXT characters into the conversation. Definitely going to be a great look all the way around. I want to see everyone thrive. There are a lot of people that deserve their flowers, deserve to get their due. I think Chelsea Green should get another variation. Tiffany Stratton, once she gets the belt, I believe she could get one. We have the new Bloodline, as I mentioned, right, coming in September. I would like to see a brand new variant, a brand new version of the Judgment Day too, because now Liv Morgan is a part of that. A new Judgment Day link. JD McDonough in there. Finally getting a Carlito. We need not only a Judgment Day Carlito, but we also should get a ruthless aggression Carlito, the one that debuted against John Cena and won the United States title. That we need that Carlito in our lives, y'all. We need that in our lives. And honestly, I would be cool with Carlito having a LWO link. We should have that. Zelina Vega should have another version by now. Rey Mysterio too. Rey Mysterio is definitely a guy that could that would draw when it comes to people. There's definitely a lot of what should I say, untouched grass within the game. So it is going to be a fun little situation moving forward to see how these MLCs play out and unfold. But tall task for me was definitely running Bailey, but nonetheless, we were able to overcome. We were able to get it done and get through it. So I am grateful and thankful for that. But this weekend was great. We were able to get the tank top for Ilya Dragunov. We were able to get a couple milestones and then some. Definitely thanks to hitting requirements. The only one that I wasn't really able to hit for certain ones, if I recall correctly, I wasn't able to do the Indy Hartwell one, but we are closer to her. I wasn't able to do the Story Continues one when it comes to Cody Rhodes, and there was another one that I was not able to hit either. But I've been able to thankfully roll with the punches and get as close as I could with all of these, and I couldn't ask for better. But I am definitely excited. We're getting closer to zombies. We're getting closer to Black Friday, so it is going to be definitely a tale of tales when it comes to how things unwind for 2024. I am truly ecstatic, and I look forward to going down this journey and this path with each and every single one of you and covering everything the best way I can. One of the greatest pickups for me this MLC, hands down had to be Maxine, but also Liv Morgan. I am having, a little dose of FOMO, the fear of missing out. I should have picked up the Santa muscle plate to make her cycle immaculately, but she is a beast. She is a problem. She was given out for absolutely free, just like Terry Funk, and they are two great additions to any roster. So that was a blessing within itself, getting the opportunity to pick up two characters that were previously chase characters, and they were given out for free at 3-star bronze, and then you had the option of taking them up with the $25 packs that were used for them to get through their content and their tours for the indie medallions. But getting Liv Morgan and now having Roxanne Perez, now it's amazing because Roxanne is not just beneficial for Liv, she's also incredible for Imperium Gunther. So I am definitely hyped and thankful that I was able to go ahead and recruit her. Hopefully I am able to recruit Braun Breaker and Carmelo Hayes via loopholes in the future rather than utilizing the Universal Champions Club like I did for Roxanne. If I can get them and pull them ahead of time, then that's what I will do. That is the aim. Definitely after going toe-to-toe with the one and only Naomi with her gear this past feud, with the Alpha Legends feud, I definitely have some stock invested in her now. I shoulda, coulda, woulda invested earlier, but priorities before pleasure, and I was not able to make those moves to guarantee her at 4-star gold. But hopefully, because she's such a special character, she'll be back around again, and I will be able to capitalize and get her in the future. But other than that, it's not the end of the world because I've been given so many incredible waifus, and I literally was on the side of things where I had an account that was without any viable waifus. Like, I was always lagging behind when it came to that situation, and now I am overflowing in abundance when it comes to waifu firepower. So we're going to still do our due diligence. I'm definitely going to be looking out for 100% gem damage traps. There's going to be new moments that can come out. There's going to be new skill plates that can come out. Anything to optimize my husbandos and my waifus. That is exactly what I'm going to do. So I am definitely having a great time with WWE Champions. I did do another video before this. I did record one for the Alpha Legends, but unfortunately, I was exhausted, y'all. I was yawning. I was being repetitive. I didn't mean it. I've combed through it. I was going to upload it, but then I was like, nah, I just can't. But it has been an absolute blessing. Like I said, we were able to get to the 16th milestone here. We were able to take care of business there. War score, we got as far as we could. I'm probably not going to clear to make it to the 200, and that is absolutely fine. You do what you can, but most important thing is to have fun. I would have loved to make it to 200 million this go around, but I had work the other day, and that was during a husbando feud. I was able to hop in and do my due diligence and take care of business when it came to the required superstars there, with Batista, Julius Creed, as well as CM Punk and Randy Orton. Batista was in a prior feud, but I know for sure it was any Randy Orton. I used Striker, Predator Orton, Apex Predator Orton, Julius Creed, and CM Punk for the men's feud. I was able to hop on during work, during a break, and I was able to take care of those matches at least. But I know that stopped me from getting as far as I could to the 200. But my whole thing is too, I do strongly believe, like, look, if we're going to be running this 200, if we're going to be doing this, we need to make the milestones worthwhile. Like, I've seen people in the comments, I've seen them in a couple different videos of other content creators where they said, hey, do away with flash feuds, and I can understand that. Flash feuds are done, so you got so many different time zones, it allows everybody and anybody to do their part. So I understand why you do flash feuds the way that they are done, but on the other side, I can also understand why people would want to sit back and be like, nah, this isn't the look. Especially when it gets to rewards. Certain rewards, it's just like Talent Up. You don't have to max it out, but some people, like yours truly, I like to be a completionist. If I am able to do it, then I'm going to go out of my way to do it, right? That's just the thing. Sad to say, that can come at a cost. Your time. And this is one of the reasons why I myself have now learned, you know what, invest in your roster at full tilt. Have your promoters leveled up so then you can get the high enough currency and war score and points and content so that way you can get what you need done in less amount of time and get back to enjoying life instead of being on standby on a mobile device, computer, or tablet, so on and so forth, right? So, I understand flash feuds open up the opportunity for, like, hey, I might miss out on this feud, but I'll be able to come in and knock things out in this next feud. And sometimes that can also be a hit and a miss because the feud that lasts the longest is usually your best shot, an opportunity to get things done. And then other times it's like, oh, here we go. The treachery has no bounds. Here we go with this one, right? So I get why people would be upset with flash feuds. It's like, just run 2 faction feuds. But that's the diversity of the game. There's ones where it's like, you know what? It's a full gauntlet. It's a full-on marathon. And then there's with the faction feud. But then you have your sprints, your flash feuds, okay? You have your co-op situations full tilt with your boss battles, and then you just have some PVE 1v2 2v2s in a sense with your showdowns. Okay, there's literally content for everybody and anybody in this game, so I get why people could be frustrated with any format of gameplay in WWE Champions, but it all serves a purpose. So I just feel that if the milestones are going to jump from 100 million in faction feud to 200 million in flash feud, make the rewards even better. Get to a point like, I missed the partridge in a pear tree situation where you could pick certain things. If I'm going to grind out to get to 200 million, or maybe it even gets moved up to like 4 or 5, right? Give me the opportunity to go ahead and make a move in the sense that I get to choose what I'm going to get. And that's basically where I'm at. Like, obviously, the pool of choices will be limited, but if I'm going to commit that much to getting that high up in something, and if I'm not going to clear out the leaderboard, right, then give me at least the common courtesy and decency to pick out the selection of things. Like, okay, there could be 10 things in this chest, right? This premium skill plate chest, or this feud domination chest, right? Okay, we have the feud domination chest now in the feud prep talent up. Well, what if there's a special feud domination chest when it pertains to flash feuds or faction feuds, and you get that high up of a war score, and you're able to pick your items that now have a higher probability of dropping once you pop it open. That would be a nice option. You're still getting a chance at something, but you at least get the choice of, hey, I would like, if anything in here, increase the drop for that heart of jade. You know what I mean? Increase the drop for that Willa Cargill, or increase the chances of me getting that nightmare plate. That would be something that would entice people and motivate people to go and drop more, invest more time, let alone going the distance of effort when it comes to clearing out milestones. If I keep going up and I'm getting old school moments, like the NWO being forged, or the Shawn Michaels and Scott Hall moment, or the Big E cashes in moment. These moments have been around for ages. Even if you weren't pursuing them, you more than likely already got them. If I bust my butt and invest my time that I can't get back, and that's what I'm rewarded with at the end of the rainbow, so to speak, I'm going to be looking very poorly at everything moving forward, because I'm like, well, what's the point of me putting forth all this effort? Yes, it's helping out my faction fam, and I'm grateful to do that, but for my own contributions, I should be getting a better shot at it. Now, that's not to say or take away from the fact that there are people out there that do these things, and they do get the Nightmare insignia. They do get the Heart of Jade plate. They do get the Jade Cargill plate. But there's a lot of people, more often than not, when they go to do this, they're not getting the same luck as others. So we got that done. Boom. Get these done. Always do our part. And I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about, just so y'all can understand what I mean. We made it to the 150. I doubt we're going to make it to 200, right? And see, I got another Rosie plate. And I don't even use the one that I already got. What is it? Whenever you make Leech Gems, 6 or more Leech Gems, increase your purple yellow gem damage by 75% for 1 turn. Okay, that's cool. But I mean, let's look at the stuff in here. I still, to this day, I have a boss time plate. I got one. Only got one. It'd be nice to have a better chance or increased odds when you get to these these contest milestones, right? That's this high up. It'd be nice to have a better opportunity at some Devon Specs or the Barber's Blades. Hard Time Blues. Hard Time Blues would be a great look. Heart of Jade. The Nightmare Insignia, Hunter's Medallion. I mean, even the Seal of the Acolytes is great. The Hulkamaniac plate, that would be a good one. Tested Loyalty, to this day, I'm still looking for my very first one. Submission characters, I'm fine with the Baddest Jacket. I've yet to get a Mysterious plate. A Mysterious Mask. Another All Heart plate would be good. The Willa Cargill would be great. But more often than not, I'm always getting hit with the Mask of a Hero, Mela's Mask, Queen's Tiara is really good. The Gremlin's Ear is pretty good. But when you start looking at the far in betweens of these, and you look at these moments right here, I don't care for, I'm not going to bust my butt just to end up with 10 shards of a character that I already recruited. And even then, with the 50k drops, okay, that's cool, but is that a class type that I'm in need of right now? Is this a class type that I'm even building? It's cool to future-proof and have those drops, so if a top-tier husband or waifu pulls up, I have them to go towards that. But even then, it's kind of a smack in the face to have all this in here. Put some gem defense straps in here, 50%. Gem damage, 50%. The extra turn strap, I think that after they did the survey, they asked, wait, what would you prefer? Would you prefer an affiliation strap with 4 options, like you can put it on 4 different people, or an increased gem damage strap? I think everyone will lean towards the increased gem damage strap, but the affiliation times 4 is great too, depending on what broken ability, entourage ability comes out, right? But nonetheless, get rid of the shards, the Bootio shards of people. I mean, kudos to that one person who was 10 shards or 20 shards off of somebody. Put some new and improved increased straps in here. have a better, like a narrower pool. If I'm going to bust my butt to get this far in here, get rid of the sheet plate, get rid of the Mellis mask, the Queen's tiara, or at least the out of dated ones. Now, boss time is a rare skill plate. Not everyone has that, so I can understand it's a slippery slope requesting this, but even then, at the same time, some of these have been around one way or the other, free to play or pay to win. They've been around long enough that you should have them. That's just me personally. That's just me at the end of the day. So there are things that can constantly be built upon and made worthwhile, right? At the end of the day, though, I mean, feuds are great. WWE Champions is in a very good space right now, and I am excited for this new Bloodline MLC that is slated to start. I'm excited to go ahead and take care of things. Come on, what's going on here? Are you serious? What are we doing here? What are we? My guy, my dog, my boy. I don't even have to ask. I don't have to ask. Let's just, come on, fam. Come on, fam. What are we doing here, fam? With the bumper clot, man. With the bumper clot. Let's get this over with. Bad times don't last. Time to come in, hit them with a razor's edge. So, boom. Yeah, there's a lot going on. I literally just woke up. So, instead of the other video where I'm yawning all over the place, this one I'm like, oh, man, I'm up and I'm alert. And why are we doing this? This shouldn't be taking longer than it needs to. So, this is what you do. I'm like Kenny Omega. I'm the cleaner. I'm the sweeper. I know, broski. I was already on it. I got you, my boy. So, this is what we do. We help out the fam. I am excited to see what happens with this new Bloodline. Again, the skill plates that can be debuted, the moments that can debut, and what we've seen, secret characters. Sometimes they do well with hiding the characters, like Naomi. Other ones, they might pop up sooner rather than later. They might be initially released prematurely. Here's looking at you, Sami Zayn. With the Bloodline, there's just so many directions that you can go with it that you're not losing out. You're not missing out on anything. Tonga Loa, Tama Tonga, Jacob Fatu, Solo Sikoa. I think that's a glow up and a half to go from your debut being an S tier to now you're an S plus tier. That's definitely, they have some stock in Solo, and Trickster Solo is still one of the best characters in the game alongside his family mate Umaga. So we are going to be seeing some real cool shenanigans. And again, there's some great moments that could come from this. Literally, we've seen in the Summer Champions 2 loot, right? When it comes to the MLC, we've seen moments from the right out of the gate pertaining to the original Summer Champions. Then we got a new moment for this current run of Summer Champions characters. Then we got the Tiffy time moment. So look, I'm already looking at some moments right out of the gate. Boom, Jimmy Uso getting kicked out of the Bloodline. The formation of the new Bloodline, like with Solo sitting at the table with Tonga Loa, Tama Tonga, and Jacob Fatu standing all around him. That is the situation. Them powerbombing Paul Heyman through a table could be a moment. But on top of that, we could have the OTC returns with Roman Reigns pulling up. That could be a moment in itself. There's skill plates. The Ulafala, the necklace could be a skill plate. That could be a skill plate. It is all about their family. And it could be a skill plate that's different from everyone else. It could be the first ever maybe tag link restricted skill plate. It could be a skill plate that only works for Anoa'i Maivia legacy people. It could only work for original Bloodline or Bloodline 2.0. You could start doing that with skill plates. You could have one that's literally only for the Ministry of Darkness. You could have one that's only for the Dudley Boys. I mean, they already, with the releases of certain ones, they make it clear, like, use this on this one, use this one on that one, right? But you could start putting restrictions on certain ones, which would make you look at your account and how you build it moving forward in a different way. But aside from getting the 4 initial characters, we could see original Tribal Chief Roman Reigns. And I saw somebody reach out and speak their mind, and they agreed. Either if he doesn't pull up as a secret 5th character within this MLC, they very well could release him as the Black Friday grab. Because you know that Roman's going to sell. And a moment that just popped up in my head, thank you, Lord. Because of the passing of the Wild Samoans, Alpha and Sika, they could easily make a skill plate or a moment that's based around the Wild Samoans. The Wild Samoans don't have a moment. They could easily get a moment. So there's a lot that could be unpacked and revealed with this upcoming MLC, and I'm excited for that. Especially before zombies pull up. Oh my God, they've been doing an amazing job with the original zombie characters that they've been releasing. They have been. So I'm excited to see who they come up with a design for, who's going to be the next top tier, what the theme is going to be. Like, it's going to be epic. I mean, They get into their bag when it comes to the zombies. I'm not even going to deny y'all that. I'm not going to lie. And thankfully, when it comes to the Samoan wrestling family, they got a lot to pull from, character wise, gear wise, moment wise, skill plate wise, strap wise. I'm definitely going to be seeing some new straps, getting some crazy shenanigans. What's the midweek prize wall going to be looking like? Is there going to be another contest within a contest? Because I mean, think about it. Like, going to like the midweek prize wall, the midweek contest is basically the new versions, the new carnation of the week-long contest. There was a moment where you would get like 2 week-long contests instead of a month-long contest. And now we have MLCs or maybe MLEs, right? Month-long events. And then within that, you got midweek events. So they've switched things up. The more things change, the more you realize things stay the same. But all in all, though, it's been an amazing and it's been an incredible ride, and I am here for it. I am here for it full tilt. And this is going to be the last few we do on the air. This is the last one that we're going to do, and then we're going to go on about our business and enjoy the rest of our day. Oh wow, yeah, let's do this. Come on. Let's knock him out. You got him. I got him. We got this. So, yes, I hope that y'all have been having an amazing Flash Feud weekend. Were you able to get that tank top? Me and my boy King literally just discussed, like, King is the guy when it comes to feuds. He's a guy that I would love to dethrone. Every time that I go, it's like beating, getting over on King is literally like beating Shao Kahn in Mortal Kombat in the tower, because he puts in the work, so he gives you something to aim for. It's like, hey, he's the king of the hill. I'm trying to knock him off. But both of us shared a moment that was like, so we were looking at it, and I'm like, bro, this ain't even funny no more. We both like got all the tank tops except for the Showdown tank top. And this isn't the first time this has happened. It's like, we put in the work, we did everything, but now for some reason the Showdown weekend seems to be the most difficult shirt or item to acquire in these MLCs, and it's like, this is a gag. This is starting to become a running gag, and I'm not laughing because it bothers the crap out of me. I could easily spend $20 to get it, but then I'm like, nah, I shouldn't have to. I literally had the characters needed, and I still missed the shirt. That's a problem to me. So, it's one of those situations for sure where I'm like, well, I mean, what you gonna do? And we are definitely taking this here because we're going up against ourselves. But it was funny just thinking about it, like, wow, we always, like, when it comes to feuds, we're going toe-to-toe, head-to-head. And then, lo and behold, the one thing we miss out on, like, 2 feud kings like ourselves in our own right? 2 feud kings in our own right. And lo and behold, the thing that we're missing out on is the same thing. showdown. And literally, we had the characters, we did our due diligence, and still couldn't get that tank top. So we're just like, let's see how September treats us, right? Let's see how that goes for us. So now we're going to go ahead and do that. Hopefully everything works out. Boom, and it did. Love Charlotte Flair. Mae Young is amazing. She is incredible. And I'm grateful that I finally got her up to 6-star bronze. But let me tell you something. Let me talk to you. At the end of the day, Charlotte's still queen. I know just by using both of them. Charlotte is the queen of the text. She is the queen of the text. I literally feel and I believe in my heart, if I had to pick options of people, if you have all the bells and whistles, Indy is definitely at the top. Naomi with her gear and her skill plate is definitely at the top. Charlotte with or without her gear is at the top because of the simple fact you can't nerf Charlotte. You don't got multiply gems. You can't do nothing. Nah, she's just pure gem damage. So she's at the top. I don't know how you could nerf reinforced gems, so that places Maxine up there too. Liv Morgan with Roxanne, with the moment, easily, no debate there. She is a problem. There could be someone I'm missing. Trish Stratus is good. I know that she, from what I've seen of her, she is definitely a problem. This one, yeah, see, I'm not going to do that to myself because I know that she's going to cycle. The best thing that I could do here is just put in the downs and hope to survive because we're basically going against ourselves. But Liv with the bells and whistles is worth it. Rhea, Zombie Becky, both again, if you got the bells and whistles for them, they are amazing. So things are filling out, but definitely there is a huge gaping gap when it pertains to Mae Young and Charlotte Flair. And that's not even including, that's not putting her on blast, like, oh, A tier versus S tier, because Mae Young gets busy. She definitely gets busy. But unfortunately, going up against toe-to-toe against Charlotte, though, Charlotte blows her out of the water. But Mae Young is still a great asset. Just like if you have must-see TV Miz and you have Julius Creed. They're both great. But having those moments on Liv and Miz definitely puts a gap between things. But Julius, even if you have to use a prop, he's still going to be a problem. He's still going to be a problem. So we're going to go ahead and deal with this right here. The plus side about this is we are going to be able to cycle and we are going to take her down. I might not even have to use a prop on her. I mean, we just know that regardless of what happens, someone's going to get hit hard. That's literally what it boils down to. And the green, it is nice to stack because then you could put, if you're able to load it up with the Santa's Muscle and you're able to get your green, then you're able to basically you place one area down. We could be able to do it. We might be able to do it after this if we are able to kick out. Just to show you. The aim is if you had the Santa's Muscle, if you have everything stocked right, you basically, with your red starting off fully maxed out, you could put 2 areas of color turn gems down, and then you can make a massive board, increasing your damage, and you're going to be hitting like crazy. Now, this one decided to do something dumb. I don't know why they opted to do this, but to each his own. So what we're going to do is we're going to showcase what I mean. We're going to do a little big brainstorming. So you cover one side. If I had the Santa Muscle, I could literally load it up and I can do the other side, right? So boom, 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 boom. This should be more than enough. Nothing should drop and cause nothing crazy. Load it up. Boom. We put this over here on the other side. Fill it up. Feud 101 with the bad guy. And then you just hit it. And then you got enough covered, and it's going to cascade. You cover in the giant area, and you're just going to be able to put in work. So, boom. And then it's over. So, Santa's Muscle would allow you to load it up, so then you can get both of them, both areas down, and then you're golden. That's literally how you would do it. More color gems down, color turn gems down, plus with the moment, the 75%. That's more than enough to do what you need to do. And with me, I got Hall of Fame Brett, Ruthless Aggression, Striker RVD, and of course, Tech Ken Shamrock for all of that massive color turn gem damage alongside the moment. So yeah, we're getting busy. We're handling things on this side of things. So all right, boom, she was used. We will just go ahead and use Maxine here to deal with Tiffy time, because Tiffy time still has her ability up. Tiffy definitely got a huge upgrade here. Even with the timeless plate, that makes her even more of a problem. So yeah, we're definitely going to tread lightly, and we know for sure it does not hurt the bat to have a Tiffy around. Multiply gems, take your turn, buddy, and call it a day. So this is definitely a good look, and her getting her rework, let alone her moment, and the timeless skill plate, it certainly opens things up to do things better with her as A tier character too. So A tiers can hit just as hard as S tiers. S tiers can hit just like S plus tiers, and S plus tiers are obviously on their own zenith. Similar, just like a character like Santa Hogan, right? He's basically made to hit harder than the next meta. So when he gets to 6-star gold, when you're able to get him there, right? He's basically equipped to hit as if he were a 7-star bronze. That's how they gauge Santa Hogan. So if you see him get another ability, then you already know what's about to happen. Basically, the meta is about to shift once again because Santa Hogan gets a new entourage ability buff. That's basically what they're going to let you know without saying anything, right? So, I mean, WWE Champions has come such a long way. There were the dark days where you didn't have auto. There were the dark days where, the chase champions that you went after, quite frankly, weren't up to snuff. They weren't. There was hit and a miss. Dark times. There was times, literally, shards weren't a thing. Shards were not a thing. I mean, if you pulled somebody new, but you couldn't do nothing with the shards. You just pulled somebody over again, right? You couldn't hoard them. Blitzes, like gone are the days where you have blitz gods like Enzo Amore. How you doing? There's just been so many ups and downs and twists and turns, from the 3-eye release of Kurt Angle to woken, or should we say broken, Matt Hardy. There have been a lot of journeys in this game, to tell you the truth. But I'm grateful that I've seen the dark ages of champions, and now I've seen a new era, new metas come and go, and seen many great empires rise. I've seen many empires fallen, but the camaraderie is still there. The love of the game, the passion is still there. Whether you take a break, whether you quit, the friendships, the brotherhoods, the sisterhoods, the family, the bonds that have been made have lasted forever and stand the test of time. Also, I want to give my condolences to Champions Chat, Toxic Mafia. I believe their leader passed away, unfortunately. So I send my condolences and my love and prayers to them and theirs tenfold. I watched the podcast that Lee and Rusty had made in remembrance of their leader, and that's another beautiful thing. We are humans at the end of the day. There is a individual, there is a person behind the screen, and there's so many great people that have brought people together and for the common good and have fun. Whether free to play players, pay to win, it doesn't matter. Friendships are forever. Bonds are forever. And so my sincerest condolences to the Toxic Mafia family, the leaders, the loved ones, his wife, family. Just true condolences, and get a win, smash some gems for him. I believe his name was Schmike, so forgive me if I did say his name wrong, but we cherish the person. We cherish their memory. We cherish their legacy and the impact that they had on our lives, and it's a ripple effect, because it's the same thing that can happen to anybody. We're not here forever. This world is temporary. This life is temporary. It is fleeting. From this first slap and cry, we all begin to die. I'm just grateful that I got to hear these guys talk so well about this guy. It has me looking at things like with the voice chat. voice chat with Discord and to get through Feud, to actually communicate with who you're working with and everything, or just talking to your faction mates. There's people that I've been in the queue with multiple times and we've never spoken to one another. They've only tagged me if they needed my help, or I tagged them to see if they're okay. But then there's other people within the faction, like, there's people that like to talk and they're like, hey, how's everybody doing? Like my boy Big Jake, whenever he hops on, he's always like, how's everybody doing, Skulls? You know what I mean? And he's just like, people care. They were like, hey, we're in the faction together. I care. I care about you. And, it just makes me look at things and reevaluate it. We are family. You don't have to be best friends and best buddies with everybody. But at the same time, too, acknowledge that, hey, this person is playing the game that you like. They have a life behind this. They have loved ones. They have kids. They have a job, too. Never hurts to just reach out and say, hey, how you doing? We don't have to, like, if we end up talking outside of the server, that's great too. But even inside, just be like, hey, you came across my mind earlier. How are you doing? How are things going, Epic? Hey, Lloyd girl, I see that you going through a little bit. You good? Yo, Mudflap, how's everything going on your side? Smoke Dog, don't smoke too much. How are your lungs treating you today? But it costs nothing to be a positive influence in someone's life. And I have seen so many people be a positive influence in mine, and I want to pay that forward by doing that within my videos. Whether it's being a voice of reason, being a voice for the voiceless, or expressing anger and frustration that many of us might be dealing with. I also know that I need to pay that forward the way so many others before me paid it forward, getting me through my hard times, getting me through the tough situations in my life. And seeing that video from Champions Chat, it just truly, it grounded me even more than it already had. So, nonetheless, that is the video. I'm going to get out of here so I can commit to doing what I got to do. I might be able, I might be able to get to 200 million, but we will see. Nonetheless, these lovely ladies have held it down for me. Definitely going to go after Naomi. Excited to see what moments and skill plates and characters fully come out for September's MLC when the new Bloodline comes out. It would also be great to see them do something for the LWO or Judgment Day or revisiting NXT once again. Like, come on, Trick Williams, y'all. Trick Williams, Obafemi, a heel Wesley. There's so many opportunities. And, hey, I'm just saying, all ego, Ethan Page is in there, but you know who I believe in? I believe in Joe Hendry. If he ends up winning that NXT title belt, please bring him into the game, because that could open up the door, the forbidden door in WWE Champions. But nonetheless, hey, yo, hard work pays off. Dreams come true. Bad times don't last, but champions do. Mad love and respect to each and every single one of you and my beloved Champions fam. Like the video, share the video, but most importantly of all, if you haven't done so but you enjoy what you're watching, do yourselves a favor by making sure to drop a people's elbow on the subscribe button, as well as hit a razor's edge on the bell icon so you can receive all future notifications from yours truly, the one and only bad guy of WWE Champions, Zeke 4-0, the most electrifying content creator in WWE Champions Entertainment. I love you all. I respect you all. I'm praying for you all tenfold. Let the good times roll. Thank you so much for your love and support. Thank you so much for your kind words. Once again, my condolences to the Toxic Mafia family. Make sure to check out that podcast from Lee and Rusty from Champions Chat and finish out strong when it comes to the conclusion of the Summer of Champions 2 MLC. Get everything you need off those prize walls and call it a day. Thank you. Take care. God bless. God bless. Mwah. Peace.